iRockRadio, the world, the headquarters of rock. It is Mike Karolyi with Caleb from Beartooth. How are you, man?
I'm good, brother. Just getting moving.
Yeah?
Kind of a late start to the day, but it'll be good. Yeah.
Is the Beartooth schedule different for a festival versus your own headlining thing?
Yeah. I mean, usually, if we're headlining and I wake up at 1, 2 o'clock, it doesn't really matter. I, walk in and then we do sound check and VIP thing, and while off and play the show. Maybe a little press, but these, it's a little more like there's a lot going on. Wake up, straight to press, straight to an acoustic set, straight to the show, straight to a signing, and then go to watch Meshuggah. But
are you going to watch any bands today?
Meshuggah, for sure. I've never seen Meshuggah, and they're one of my favorite bands of all time.
It is kind of weird how these festivals work, where you end up playing with artists that maybe you'd never played before, or artists you thought, like the Cult. Did you ever think you'd be on a bill with the Cult?
No, and they're amazing, dude.
Right.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. Festivals are just great. There's so many different kinds of music and so many good bands. It's just always a good time,
How do you feel about doing the acoustic performances? You did one for us about 2 years ago, I guess, up in Connecticut. But how do you feel about doing those versus the live? I mean, they're two completely different.
Yeah, they're just polar opposites. I mean, our live show is just madness and chaos the whole time. But I've started to love the acoustic thing. It was a little I was a little weird about it at first, but we've been doing it a lot. And even on this tour, we've been doing it for the VIP, fan thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have been really digging it, and I've started loving it. So I'm stoked that we get to do the acoustic thing. It's just cool to have another side that we can kind of show.
Absolutely. Congratulations on the latest album too, man.
Thank you, man.
He actually turned me on to Beartooth from the beginning, and it's been exciting for us, even from afar, to watch your growth. We're from Hartford, Connecticut, so we've seen you play the Webster Underground.
Oh, absolutely.
We've seen you
absolutely
open for somebody at the Webster Theater. Then we see you headline at the Webster Theater, the Palladium up in Worcester. So it's been exciting for us to watch from afar.
Yeah.
How has it been for you as the guy, the Beartooth guy?
Right.
Is it surreal? Has it been too fast? Can you even put it into words?
It's hard to put into words. I mean, it was nice. I got a breather, making Disease. We took about a year to make that record, so that was a nice kind of time away to just take a breath. But up until then, man, it was just go, 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 and it was just happening, and I had no time to stop and smell the roses. But now that I've been able to, kind of reflect and look back on it, I'm kind of in shock, and I'm real excited, and at the same time, I'm just man, whatever happens, I'm just glad we get to play music. It's just an honor to even be able to be on festivals like this and the bills that we're on. It's pretty mind-blowing, man.
Tell us about the release that came out literally today, right? Or yesterday? Or when did it come out? I don't know what day it is.
We released the vinyl on Record Store Day, but we just put them on streaming services. But we released 2 songs that were just B-sides. They were, almost made the record, but didn't quite. But we just thought it'd be cool to show people some of the, hey man, this is what we have that we didn't use, but it's still fun songs. I don't dislike the songs at all. They just didn't really fit with the record. But yeah, a song called Takeover and a song called Messed Up, and they're out online. If you want to see kind of the a little more behind the scenes look at kind of some of the experimenting we did sonically,
Beartooth is one of those bands that really speaks to people. I mean, really lyrically, and the energy at the shows, all of it, there's a whole culture going on there. Can you articulate at all how it is you're able to put your thoughts and feelings into lyric and connect with people?
For me, every time I write, at least Beartooth stuff, I just try and kind of act like nobody knows about Beartooth. Nobody's ever heard us before. I just write it thinking that I'm the only one who's going to hear it. Because that's how it started. That was the original thing, is I made it for myself, and I didn't really make it planning for an audience to hear it. And point being that when I do that, I feel like I'm a lot more honest, and I'm a lot more true to myself, and I think people appreciate that. The fans of the band, I think, understand that Beartooth is me just trying to figure myself out. And in turn, I think they get a lot from that. But when I start trying to, write songs that aren't from the heart, and I try and start taking subjects from other pop culture or topics or whatever, it's just not good. It's just not real. So I just try and act like it's just me alone in a basement again, writing songs that it just for me to be therapeutic and that nobody's going to hear. And at the end of the day, those seem to be the ones that our fans connect with the most.
Well, we congratulate you on all you've done so far, and we wish you nothing but the best.
Thank
man.
you so much,
and
man.
thank you for your
Appreciate it.
time.
Yeah,
Caleb from Beartooth on iRockRadio, the world headquarters of rock.